Out of the people, welcome to my podcast, the first episode of You Good Mate. I'm John, I'm the host, and I thought I would start this series off with a little solo episode of who I am, my journey in the shortest possible way, um, why I'm doing this podcast, but also what you could expect from this podcast as well. So, just shout out to obviously all the support, all the friends and family and people that have obviously shown some love, shown some encouragement to this as well. I really appreciate it. And before obviously I get into this, I just also want to say that this is also powered by Nova, and Nova is not one voice alone, which is a little community which I created about 7 months ago now, which is very similar to this. It's just going to be it's a safe space for conversations, just real people, real vulnerability, and we're just going to try to help each other, just to kind of get through each day, because I think we all need that little bit of love, a little bit of support from people around us. And yeah, you just never know where life can take you these days, which is something I've learned kind of in my last 3 years or so. And kind of before I get into everything, I just want to say that I am in no way an expert. I'm not professional. I'm not a preacher either. I'm someone who gets it. I think more than anything, I'm someone who gets it and is willing to help in any way that I can. Um, so yeah, enough like that. About me, obviously, I'm John, Johnny G, DJ Johnny G for some that might know me. And I'm 33. And it was about 3.5 years ago now where I probably uh, suffered the event that probably changed my trajectory in my life, I'd say. I fortunately had my heart broken, and that then destroyed the last kind of sliver and kind of little part of self confidence, self belief that I had. And obviously, growing up, for those that know me well, I never really had much anyway. I was never really a guy that believed in himself, loved himself. Yeah, I was never that kind of guy. And I, as I got into my teens and in my twenties, I somehow got into this really big habit of people pleasing. Right, people were just always before me. My needs, my worth, myself will always come second. And when that stopped working, the people pleasing, it turned inward. And that's when obviously things just started to get a little bit bad for me. And then obviously I got my heart broken, and then I realised that I needed some help and I needed to kind of change something. Um, and I did. I reached out to a therapist, a local therapist, and yeah, for nearly over 3.5 years now, um, I've been doing weekly therapy, um, and it's changed me for the better, I can say. I've learned so much about myself, and I've also it's opened my eyes a lot to the world and to life as well. And it's restructured my brain, restructured the sort of the ways I think. And am I the finished article? Definitely not. No way in hell. Um, Life's a never-ending journey, and I think this battle that we go through with our mental health is also a never-ending journey and a process as well. Unfortunately, last year or maybe the year before, I suffered a setback where I had a bit of a breakdown, and then unfortunately that caused me to well, I didn't unfortunately, but I then seeked a bit more help and have been on medication since then, which has also done wonders for me. It's helped me massively. So, and it's also helped me to cut out a few addictions in my life, or a couple of toxic things. So I don't drink. I haven't drunk for well over a year now. I've kind of dabbled in it, but obviously I'm in the sense of continuously drinking. Yeah, I've stopped it, and I feel so much better for it. Because I think when I used to go out drinking, I used to be reliant on it to think I needed to be me. I needed to be confident, cheeky, calm, like funny, all those kinds of things. And it took me a while to realize it, but I'm all those things by myself. So yeah, and obviously I've gone through my periods of just kind of down days, struggles, adaptions, learning all kinds of things. And yeah, and that's why I started Nova, which is obviously, like I said, no, not one voice alone. It was an inspiration from who's one of my best friends now. Big shout out to you, Paul. I met him on a night when I was DJing actually, and he has a very similar story to mine, and we just kind of clicked that night. and I was very much almost in tears actually, just giving him a hug. And that what sparked the inspiration for Nova. And obviously I got that going, and that took off massively. I've got over, I think, 250 members in there now. So um, hopefully that's not going to be taken as a shameless plug. Just a little bit of a shout out to Nova and the Nova crew. And yeah, and I found myself properly just kind of becoming a bit of an advocate, but also taking care of my own mental health a lot more, and also just kind of taking care of myself a lot more. You go through this period of where like you realize your triggers, you realize what goes well for you, what doesn't go well for you, what benefits you, what doesn't benefit you, who benefits you, who doesn't benefit you. And sometimes I go through these phases where I kind of creep into old habits, and I kind of have to go through these processes again in these situations to learn these things. And then I go back and I think, oh God, why did I do that? Or how come that person, just all those kinds of things. So, and I think life is it's a never ending process, isn't it? It's a never ending journey of learning, adapting. Like one of my big mantras that I've come up with myself is it's 4 words, and it's called process, reflect, learn, and adapt. And if anyone wants to use that, you're more than welcome to. It's something that's helped me massively. Yeah, because there was a time when I couldn't process, I couldn't reflect, I couldn't learn. I was so stuck in my head with emotions, overthinking, worry, and anxiety. And yeah, it was a hard time. It was a hard time. I may sound like I'm waffling. Obviously, I'm not the best behind the camera. Trying to like make myself sound real, not like a podcaster, because obviously I'm not. I'm just a real dude at the end of the day, and this podcast is for real people with real stories, and we're going to touch on some subjects as well, which I think don't get talked enough about. So we're kind of moving on to the why now. And why I did this is just I've taken inspiration from loads of people that I follow on social media and watch on YouTube. And I thought, well, maybe why not just do my own? Just get out of there, just try it, just see how it goes, have some fun with it, and maybe even spread some hope and awareness and love to people who need it. And as I said in my intro video, I've got some incredible guests lined up from fellow DJs, as I'm a DJ myself, some dart players, professional dart players, talking about kind of like the highs and lows of being on the circuit, and also some of the tough things that come with darts, and potentially being, and well, not just like with darts, but being in a professional sports world. And I know some people may not think of darts as a sport, but and I've also got some people that I've worked with myself, business coaches, business scaling coaches, and some other coaches that obviously I've met. I've been very lucky enough to spend some time with, and we're gonna just try and like just reach some different angles on this podcast. I've got my own personal friends on here as well that are willing to sort of come in and have a chat with me and spread some of their stories, and kind of just share their stories, and just show that there are people out there that suffer, but also can come out the other side. And more than anything with this, I want to have some fun with it. I don't want it to be kind of like a gloomy thing. It's going to be a fun thing. Some of my friends are absolute legends, and they are characters, and well, all the people that I've got lined up are. And I'm very lucky that I've got support in that network, and that's down to obviously my DJing as well. Because I've also got some fellow DJs that are willing to come on as well, because I think something that doesn't get spoken about a lot is the the other side to DJing, is what I call it. Is like a lot of people say we just press buttons and we just do this, but when you think about it as a DJ, like there's the packing away, there's the setting up, there's obviously conversing with your clients, conversing with obviously people that want to book you, and then obviously it's dealing with crowds, it's dealing with, for example, in my shoes, I'm someone who doesn't drink, but obviously I, on a DJ night, would have obviously plenty of people around me that are obviously having a drink and having a good time. So it's like how you deal with that, and so yeah, I just find that especially with the DJing, for example, which is something that's close to my heart. There's a lot that doesn't get spoken about with the DJing. Yeah, I've got some DJs that are going to come on hopefully and talk about shared experiences, um, just some shared kind of advice and stuff like that. And yeah, we're just gonna chat. This is what You Good Mate is. It's just a chat. It's a podcast, but it's not a regimented, strict anything. It's just like two people on a Zoom call that I'm recording, and we're just gonna have a chat. And I'm probably gonna do some solo episodes throughout this bit. And gonna maybe do a little bit of check-ins. And I have a recurring segment that I'm gonna do on each guest episode as well, which is called the Check-In Minute. Which I'll let you guys sort of see for the first time when I do the next episode. So yeah, but obviously we're 15 minutes in now, and obviously I'm kind of just trying to just go through everything, trying to tell you guys. Let's try and explain a lot of what this is and why I'm doing it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you find some solace in it. And yeah, just thank you again for all the love, all the support, and everything else, and I appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to know more, just DM me. Obviously my socials, obviously a lot of you know my socials, which I'll try and work out how to put in the description. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you very much to everyone that's kind of showed some love, showed some support, followed the page on Facebook, because we're starting off with a Facebook page, and because there's obviously a couple of taglines for this podcast, and one of them obviously you can see at the bottom, or you've seen, is where banter meets breakdowns, and that's basically just like what I said earlier about how I want it to be a bit of fun, but also I wanted to acknowledge the realness of breakdowns, and obviously the realness of struggles and stuff like that. And obviously the other tagline is, we're starting small, but we're building big. Which is why, like, for example, I've just started the Facebook page. The YouTube channel will be going live as well. Um, and um, and yeah, I just want to make sure that I also put it out there that episodes won't be weekly. They'll be sort of when I can and when sort of guests can, because we all have lives. I have a life. I'm a teaching assistant full time. I DJ on the weekends, what I do as well. And that's something I've learned in my time of therapy, is just kind of rest and recovery and just kind of looking after yourself. So I'll be kind of uploading as when I can, as well as recording when I can, and just trying to make sure that I don't overdo it, don't burn myself out, as well as trying to put out something meaningful, something kind of nice for you guys to watch as well. So with that being said, well, I've kind of waffled on for nearly 20 minutes now, so I thought I'd just do a little episode here and kind of let you guys know who I am, what this is, what it's going to be about, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, as I'm filming this today as well, it is the 5th of January, so I want to wish everyone an amazing Happy New Year. Best of luck, wish you all this success for 2026, and yeah, let's enjoy the ride together. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I appreciate it.